The following is a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.
So,
we look good.
Yeah, we do look good. So, Donald Trump and Tony Curry have something in common today.
What? It's your birthday?
We both surrendered ourselves to Atlanta County prison.
Why did you? I'm changing this. I'm sorry. Wait,
why would you think? 1990.
What? Oh, no. On this day. But for you,
we just have we both have something in common. That both Donald Trump and I have both surrendered ourselves to Atlanta County.
Yes.
I'm not surrendering today.
That's what I thought.
No, I'm just saying that I've surrendered in the past.
This is terrible. I am so sorry.
I thought you had this all ready to go.
I did, but it
looks fine. Leave it alone.
No, I did not No, I thought you today. You were like you were about to break some news.
No, my surrendering days are over. I'm not surrendering anymore.
Well, you surrender to Ohio.
You are.
There you go. You surrender to a higher source because it's better to do that.
Yes, when you surrender to God, there are no handcuffs.
Donald Trump is the only. I'm going to do this with no shame. Donald Trump is the only person I know who can surrender.
Yeah.
Frequently.
Uh-huh.
And it becomes somehow. Well, I guess celebrities do it.
Great. Any promotion is good promotion, right? You know what? He's taken his celebritydom and his political, and he's just mashed it all up together. And to me, I think it's absolutely hilarious. I know this is going to drive you crazy. I think it's just absolutely hilarious because right now he can do no wrong if you're a Donald Trump supporter. And right now he's leading the polls by 25%. He doesn't have to show up for his own debates.
Right.
And this what he's doing today is so perfect because everyone wants to talk about what happened last night, which, by the way, I watched some of it. It was ridiculous.
I can't watch it.
It was.
I can't watch it. It's not just
GOP.
I can't watch it. It's not just the GOP. It's you know what it is. And all the debates are this way. They're cringy.
Yeah.
Right? Did you have this where you
know what it is?
Huh?
You have a family of 9. You have 9 brothers and sisters.
Right.
And you have one brother who has done incredibly well for himself and is untouchable. And then you have the 8 siblings who are all younger. And they're like, you know what? Dad's about ready to die. We're going to have a meeting and we're going to decide what we're going to do with all of his assets. And they're all sitting around, but the one that's the most important isn't there. And it doesn't matter. And they're all bickering. Well, I want the chest of drawers. Well, I'm going to take his cufflinks and I'm going to do this. And he's sitting in there in some other country. And it has no bearing on what's going to happen. And I think that's hilarious because I just think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. And I'm sitting there watching the show last night. Like everything you're saying right now doesn't mean anything. It's not going to have anything to do with it. And then what's really funny, and we don't talk a lot of politics in the show, but it's hilarious. What's really funny is the people who want to support him but can't support him because they're running against him. But if you're not supporting him, then there's no chance in hell that you're going to get nominated for.
Right, which
so everyone's in this really soft area. Like I want to say the right things about him, but I also want to tell him he's wrong about some things. But so they're screwed. I don't even know why they had a debate last night. If you're conservative, you're sitting there watching, you're going, I don't even know why we're doing this. No one's talking about it today. We just had 8 We had 8 people last night with a debate, and no one's It wasn't even the top 5 stories on NPR this morning.
No.
They're talking about the Russian dude who got killed in the plane crash. They're talking about the heat advisory. And somewhere like after the Cincinnati Reds score last night, they're talking about...
Because of what you just said.
Our politics are...
A, there's nothing to say because nothing happened. B, the bigger thing, I guess, is that he's going to surrender in Fulton County. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
No, and why is he doing it today? It's the day after the debate.
I know.
It's perfect. No,
I read an article in the Atlantic yesterday about the title was basically why have we become so mean to each other?
Yeah.
Right. And it's I send it to you. It's pretty intense in terms of lots of philosophy and religion and psychology. And it's really trying to get at what happened. And, everybody wants to sort of, not everybody, want to blame sort of Donald Trump kind of ripped the Band-Aid off sort of thing. But what's really interesting about it is it talks about we've lost our morals.
Yeah.
We've lost the sort of moral emphasis. But what's also interesting, and it's where we are, you now can't say morals without either pissing someone off, encroaching, like is morals religion in schools? Is morals anti-abortion? Is morals treating each other with kindness?
I don't think at our core, at our heart, I don't think we've lost our morals at all. I just think we're being pushed to tolerate more things that we believe are immoral.
Oh, no, because they're talking about morals. Literally,
we're having to put up with a lot more crap right now.
But no, what you just see what you just did? You just deflected it.
I know.
We are trying to put a lot more crap. Well, it's our crap.
Well, I know, but you just said
it's our crap.
You just said we are losing our morals.
We are.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we have gotten to the point.
And when I say we, I'm talking about I think we have a pretty good moralistic barometer of what goes on in our lives, and we're being forced to, much like last night, and much like a former president who's had to check himself in.
Well, this
is historical.
Well, and this is kind of what
but it's like
right. That's exactly that's what the article was talking about. It's like we have lost.
Well, you're a psychologist. You know about being desensitized. We've been desensitized. We've been beat over the head so many times with it that it's no big deal when there's a school shooting of 18 kids.
What they're concerned about, what is concerning is what are we teaching our kids? Because what are they watching? And it depends on the age of your kids. I mean, my kids at 22 and 24, they're eye rolling right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
no, my 11-year-old's eye rolling.
At us.
Yeah.
At us. And what you hope, and what I hope, and I think it's going that way, I think we're going to have to die off.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to die off, and the next group's going to have to.
I hate to be a teacher right now.
Well, they were talking about it.
I love teachers.
They're all quitting.
I love teachers, and I think there's a special place for teachers and firefighters and police officers and people in our armed forces. But our teachers, man, what they're having to deal with right now, God love them.
It's not worth it.
No, it's not. You don't get into teaching to be rich.
No, but
you got to be expected, much like your daughter. You get into a profession because you love it and you're passionate about it. But people that are super passionate about teaching children or helping special needs kids or whatever, they're even like, I can't do this anymore because my passion for this project is going away because I'm being forced to do something that I don't want to do, and that's really unfortunate. So anyway, all right, that's enough for politics. We're gonna be on Fox 6 this morning at 9:35.
Are you gonna cry? Come on, you might.
Do you want me to cry on Fox 6? But I can. I mean, I know exactly what's going to tip me off.
Really?
It's
well,
funny.
tell me what's going to checking because I'm going to try all kinds of things.
Like when you drop Max off. Now Max was in Oxford, right?
So but I've dropped him off
50,000.
But I also dropped him off in St. Louis. We've done 2 drop-offs.
Yeah. And you were like, and I was like, it's a new chapter. You're like, no, it's a new book.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And you're like, it's not about looking at his bedroom and crying and realizing because he's still alive, he's still here, and you can still see. And I told him, I said, and you see your child a lot more than a lot of people would, even if they were going to Alabama. You see your boy a lot. And when you do, you spend a lot of time with him, which is great. I love that. And I hope I have that same thing. But I mean, it's like the birth of a child. It's so normal to drop your kid off at Clemson.
Yes.
Or drop them off at school, their first child. It's so normal, but it's so specifically special to your situation.
Yes.
And so I'm sitting there talking about, and people are like, dude, there's 100,000 other people that are dropping their kids off. But it's the
day. Well, and here's the difference. Or here's the similarity. I always say this with becoming a parent. The day before you become a parent, and granted, we're not the ones having babies, but the day before you become a parent, your life is one way.
Yeah.
The second the baby is born, your life is completely changed. And if you think about it, like there's literally nothing in between. The millisecond that the baby's born, change. Okay. Dropping your kids off to college is kind of the same way, particularly or obviously if they're not living at home.
Would you say dropping your kid off to college has a little bit of a feeling of first day of school, kindergarten?
Exactly. But the difference is,
because they're gone for the day.
Yeah, but
they've been around you for 4 years.
Yes,
and
that's why you cry.
Yeah.
That's why. But the difference is, so you worry in kind of the same way. It's like dropping them off, and we put our kids on the bus for the first day, and they were crying, we were crying. But here's the difference: you just dropped your kid off, and your child. No longer, they're not coming back. They're not coming back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They're not coming back. It's not like them, for a lot of kids who do live at home it is a significant change, but it's not quite the same way because they go to school and they come and live in your room.
So what I'm struggling with is how much emotion do I show my son? So I got an 18-year-old son.
I thought you were going to be on TV.
No, well, that too.
You're going to have to keep
So my 18-year-old son, Santo, who's been on the radio with me for years. He did sports radio with me. He's been unbelievable. So he went to Clemson. Don't hold that against him. That's another thing we can talk about. All of a sudden, I got to start rooting for Clemson. It's incredibly difficult to root for. That's a thing. I'm 57 years old, and all of a sudden, I have to start rooting for a team that I've never rooted for in my life. It's really bizarre. Anyway, so he had his first day of college yesterday. He checked in last Saturday. We moved him in. So I want him to know, and he's a very emotionally attached kid.
Yes,
he's got some anxiety. So I want him to know how much I miss him. But I also don't want to show him too much how much I miss him because I'm like, you got this. It's all good.
Yes.
Go get him, Tiger. I'm here for you if you need me.
There you go.
But plugging him, I was like, not ready to ball my eyeballs
out. You can't.
But I couldn't let him see that.
You can't.
Yeah.
So when we dropped, both kids, but forget the Europe thing. We dropped one kid in Charleston, one kid in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It was me and Jules.
That's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. So it was me and Jules.
He went to WashU, yes.
It was me and Jules. I'm crying the entire way to go drop them off. I'm crying through unpacking. I'm crying. And my wife, who is the kindest, gentlest, sweetest person, but she has got Irish Catholic grit.
Yeah.
But more importantly, and she said this to me, she said, we've raised them well. I know they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I still was bawling like crazy.
Well, sure.
But I was trying to hold it in. And I think this is so important. Your child is going through so much. They don't need anything more from you other than exactly what you say.
Yeah.
They don't need.
Well, and that's the thing is the last thing I need my son is thinking, I hope Dad's okay.
Right. Yes.
I mean, I was thinking that. I'm like, if my son's like worried about me, then I've done something wrong. You know,
it's perfect.
Yeah.
That is exactly how you have to do it.
Now, we haven't talked every day. I've texted him, hope you have a great day at college.
Perfect.
He is coming home next Thursday for the UAB football game.
Fine. Great.
So I'm like, see you in a week.
You're doing it.
But I'm letting him know that I'm here for him if he needs me. But
you don't want to let him know every single day.
But it is pissing me off a little bit that he doesn't need me that much right now.
No.
A little bit.
You don't know that he doesn't need you.
No, I think he needs me, but he's also doing incredibly well, and I am so happy that he's.
Well, he's also.
Sorry, Dad. I was meeting with a bunch of guys. We're trying to figure out where to go to church on Sunday, so I didn't get back to him.
But I'm going to also tell you something.
Yeah.
This is not to burst your bubble, but I learned this from both my kids. Maybe almost 4 years into undergraduate. I didn't even know this until they were almost graduating.
Yeah.
They would send messages like, we're doing great, I'm doing this club, it's all good. And then we had conversations as they both graduated about how they cried themselves to sleep every night.
Yeah.
I was like, this is 4 years later.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're kidding. You cried yourself to sleep and you didn't tell me about it?
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's what I did. And so my point is, he's doing great. But that includes some struggle that we don't need to poke that bear.
No, leave him alone. All right, Kurre and Klapow, we're going to be on Fox 6 this morning on Good Day Alabama, or Good Day Extra, I guess it's called.
Good Day Extra.
10 o'clock. By the way, starting on Monday, you're also going to see me. Now, you're on with Claire Huddleston.
I'm on Claire on Thursday.
So and then we do the Thursday thing, and so now I'm going to be on Mondays for Music Mondays with.
Right. Oh my God.
We're going to start that this coming Monday.
So you're on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yes.
And I'm on Thursday morning, afternoon, and late afternoon.
And unbeknownst to Fox 6, I'm also starting a TV show on ABC 3340 from 10.
You will not be seeing us. You will not be seeing you
10:30 to 11 o'clock on ABC 3340. We're going to be doing a show on Saturday mornings. It is a paid program, by the way. But it's going to be 30 minutes about college football. Butts up against the first ACC game of the year, which, of course, is Virginia and Tennessee. So it's going to be coming up on September 2nd. We start doing that next week. So.
But it's not. Actually, what we'll tell your friends at Fox, it's not Tony Curry doing that.
Yeah.
It's Terry Connolly.
And since you're watching this clip, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be talking about on my first Music Mondays coming up on Fox 6 next week. We'll tell you coming up on the other side. We're going to take a short break back in 30 seconds.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.